I'm Jivika Jain, an author, YouTuber, student and co-founder of 1XL, all at an age of 10. And I'm so excited to be here today in front of all of you to share my story. But before I begin, I want to share something that will help reflect on what we have been doing. Through giving we help and grow. In sharing we let kindness flow. Before I start, I want to ask you all, have you ever set a goal so big that it made you wonder, can I actually do this? Well, my mom, my brother and I did exactly that, and I can't wait to share what has happened along the journey. You see, ever since we were little, my parents always told my brother and me, don't just keep what you have, share it. They taught us that true happiness and growth comes from giving and sharing with others. So we set a huge goal for ourselves and went after it, and ended up achieving even more than we ever thought possible. My mom, my brother and I went on a 50-day mission across India. Our goal was simple, to inspire people and share the knowledge that we had learned. While other kids might focus on doing well in school or earning good grades, we had a different goal, a social goal, to inspire others to dream big and share our knowledge. It wasn't easy, but we made it work. By the end of this talk, I hope you'll realize that age is just a number. It should not define what you can and cannot do. So let me start. But you might be wondering, how did this whole journey begin? Well, this idea didn't just come out of the blue. It all started in 2020 when we took on our first challenge, learning a religious book over 50 days. The following year, 2021, we thought, let's challenge ourselves even more. So, we decided to attend 50 networking events in 50 days. By 2022, my brother and I wanted to challenge ourselves even more. So we decided to read 50 books in 50 days. But these weren't comic books. These were self-improvement books like time management, body language, how to talk to people. And slowly we started learning those things. We would sit down reading these books from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. only taking breaks for meals or for the restroom. By the end of these 50 days, we felt like we had gained valuable knowledge. One of the most important things that I learned is knowledge becomes powerful, but only when you use it wisely. So, you might be wondering, what about school? You didn't miss it, right? Well, we were doing these challenges during our summer vacations in July and August, so we didn't have to miss out on any school work. It wasn't easy balancing everything, but we made it work. In 2023, we thought, now we have learned about these things, we didn't just want to read about them, we want to implement them into real life. So in 2023, we decided to implement 50 skills in 50 days. Slowly, we started noticing the changes in ourselves. We started becoming confident. We started becoming more organized, more strong, and more prepared to take on new challenges. By 2024, my brother and I thought, we have gained so much knowledge, so much that we can share this with others. We brought this idea to our parents and they loved it. My dad said, India is also our country. Inspired by this idea, we decided to take on a 50-day mission in India where we share our knowledge and inspire others. Well, the starting we thought it was going to be easy, but a big challenge came ahead of us. In India, many people speak Hindi and we didn't know how to speak Hindi. We were fluent in English, but we couldn't speak Hindi. We could understand it, and now we had to communicate with people in a language we didn't know. So, over 3 months, we decided to learn Hindi. We read books. We actually watched some Hindi movies. We did some things that were related to Hindi. We even told our team members to talk with us in Hindi, and if we make a mistake, just correct us. Slowly, we started learning Hindi. We learned enough just so we can effectively communicate our message and speak with people. But we didn't learn writing or reading. It wasn't easy, but we were ready. With my mom and my brother by my side, we headed to India and my dad supporting us from Dubai. Well, everything wasn't smooth sailing the moment we reached India. 1 or 2 days after we reaching India, I got sick, and by the 4th day, Jainam also got sick. It was because there was so much climate change. It was rainy and humid in Pune, super hot in Nagar, and freezing cold in Nasik. 1 second we were sweating in the heat, and another we were shivering from the cold. Things took a turn for the worse when our mom got so sick that she had to take an IV drip after an event. So we went to the hospital and they told that she needs to take an IV drip. We thought, can we actually complete this mission? Well, my mom told us that no obstacle is too big that you can't overcome if you believe in your dreams. So with that, we motivated ourselves and kept on going. Even when all of us were sick, we reminded ourselves why we started this journey, why we started this 50 days mission. Once there was a really nice thing that happened, that once when all of us were sick, a public hospital opened just for us so we could get the medicines we needed. But it wasn't just the medicines that made a difference. It was the kindness of people. Even though they didn't know us, they decided to help us. And we learned that kindness is a universal language that connects everyone. There was a story that after one of our events, a group of kids came up to me and asked, "Can I get your autograph?" I'm like, okay. I was surprised at first, but I'm like, okay, sure. When I was giving them my autographs, I asked that group of kids, "What will you do with my autograph?" One girl from the crowd said, "I will look at your autograph every single day in the morning after I wake up and remind myself, I want to be like Jainam and Jivika." That sentence made my day, and it has touched in my heart till now. It showed us that during this time, we weren't just sharing our knowledge, we were gaining something far more valuable. The thing that I learned during this mission is, firstly, age is just a number. It doesn't matter if you're 10 years old or 60 years old. You can do anything you set your mind to. Some people think that I need to be older or more experienced to do big things. But the only thing that you need to do is taking the first step. People say that I'm waiting for the right time. But making the time right now is what you should be doing. The second lesson that I learned is that when you give to others, you will also get something in return, even if you don't expect it. It can be kindness, it can be anything. Thank you so much, TEDx, for inviting me on this stage. Thank you.